Okay. All right. Yo, we got Nick in here. We got Sky Zone in here. Let's see. What are we looking for? There was something I was going to click on here. Don't remember what it was. Oh, well. Doesn't matter. Let's get this going. God damn it. That is freaking tasty. All right. It has been a minute. Thankfully, no issues yet, so far, at least. I'm gonna hop into this. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up the Petrolbox for what is December. I don't know why I couldn't think of the month, but it is what it is. So yeah, I got this month's Petrolbox. Gonna pop it open. I've been holding on to it for a week now. More than likely Christmas themed things. Some traders. I have not listened to them. That's cute. Little card thing with the fucking stuff. Well, first we got a Jack's Wax interior cleaner. It has a Santa hat on it. I wonder what it smells like. Let's give it a. I'll check them out then. Yeah. Okay, well, there's a whole process of opening this up, apparently. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Nick uses Jack's Wax. I'm trying to pop this open without making a mess. It's proving difficult. There we go. Got stuff all over my fingers. That's typical. That is typical. All right, let's get this going. Somebody shooting fireworks. What the fuck? Hold on. What's this smell like? Oh. Ugh. It smells like. Does not smell good. I thought maybe it would be like a minty thing. 30 months, man. 30 fucking months already. All right, what else we got here? Oh, we got the sprayer for the stuff. Thank you for that resub. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely. We're going to get this in here. Let's put this in there. Oh, it's slightly taller than the actual bottle. I guess that's kind of typical. There's another bottle over there. All right, 30 months in a row, though. That is... It's a long time. It's a long time. Looks like we got a beanie with the Petrolbox logo on it. Oh, Sky Zone with the 4 months. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. You guys are freaking awesome. By the way, I will be doing a stream. Yeah, I finally have that working now. Thanks to Stream Elements, even though I'm not using the software, but I still have the bot connected to it. Yeah, we got the Petrolbox logo. Feels pretty good. Feels like actually a decent hat. Definitely wear this for sure. For sure. Yeah, 2 years. It's a long time, man. Let's see here. So we got a candy bar. Crispy Crunch. Obviously not a name brand. Anthony Thomas Candy Company, Columbus, Ohio. We're going to taste this. Let's see if it's... That looks like a Nestle Crunch. It's actually pretty good. What do we got here? Calendar? Oh yeah, we got a calendar. This is from all of this year's subscriber cars, I guess, each month. March. My birthday's in March. Naturally, it's one of my least favorite car companies, Subaru. Oh, April's a Mustang. Camaro for May. It's old. We'll check this out later. It's pretty cool. Calendar. Today's deathcore. Been seemingly listening to a lot of that stuff lately. Alright, so we got a calendar. We're gonna set this over here. We're gonna put this hat somewhere. I'm gonna toss it over there. Alright, we got a pin. Oh, and the sticker. The pin and the sticker actually are classic NASCAR. Put them as Superbirds, man. The old Petty Blue. Yeah, Blink-182. Been listening to them for a long time. This month's ride is a Honda Civic. Picture's very dark. I'm not even gonna bother to show it. Air freshener as usual. And a shirt. A couple of them, I think there's one. A couple of them pretty decent. It was like an old Toyota Baja truck. Something else. There's a couple other ones. Old Nissan. Let's see what this month's shirt looks like. Well, it's got the logo on it. Petrolbox logo. Petrol Tire Farm. Well, we can see that. Beautiful. Nice. They are pretty nice pins, though. I don't put them on anything. I kind of just sit them there. Yeah, it's a long sleeve shirt. All right. We need some more of this chocolate. If I can open up the package the rest of the way. What the fuck? Alright, so how's everybody's New Year going so far? Well, it's not New Year yet, technically, but New Year's Eve. I should do an ASMR stream. Eat this chocolate. Do you guys like that? I probably just shot up Probably just shot up the leaderboards here. Gonna get all the viewers because of that. All right, next thing is gonna be the Hoonigan grab bag. So got a free gift from it. I can't open the free gift, so all right, there we go. Got it open. It's like a multi-tool thing. Got a clip. It's like a saw that could do some damage. Grimy little 1-inch thing. I don't know what the hell it's really supposed to be. Hopefully. I'm going to set this somewhere. Let's see here. Good enough. All right. I hope so too. All right, so it comes in a bag. Just says purveyors of fine hoonage. Hoonigan established some Roman numeral. I can't read Roman numerals. We got hats. Trucker hat. It says Hoonigan 2021 shit. Yes, it was. I guess it was. Some more ASMR for you. Hoonigan case swap the world. It's like a sticker. I don't know if you would call it an engine blueprint, but it's a K series engine. Not all that current on what brand those are originally. I think Honda or something. Oh, now we got a Hoonigan, just a regular Hoonigan sticker. All right, now the big stuff here. All right, got a t-shirt. Something just fall out. Pretty plain. Just says tire slayer on it. Tag's kind of covering the tire slayer part of it, but that's fine. That zip up hoodie. It's always good to have. Good to have these zip up hoodies. Let's see here. It says Hoonigan down the sleeve. Yep, Hoonigan down the sleeves. And it has H on the front. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Awesome stuff. All right. So let's get some bit of news here. We got some news. So I saw a little over a week ago, somebody posted a TikTok about their friend or something. I don't remember how they knew this person, but according to this person on TikTok, they said that their friend or whatever has driven or was part of like testing or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. The new 2024 Mustang, which a lot of people were talking about, how this new car is not going to be tunable and whatnot. And apparently, this guy's come out and said that the guy has seen his friend has seen every trim level available, and he said that technically, I guess they are going to be tunable fairly easy. So companies should be able to pull it off pretty quickly. Oh, DHL. I've had a couple things shipped with DHL. They're not the quickest bunch. For sure. No, they're pretty slow. The postal service is faster, I feel like, which is odd to say. It's very hard, very easy to be quicker than the postal service. Now they are. They had for a while. They were just terrible. I feel like even FedEx and UPS are kind of slipping a little bit too. So yeah, 2024 Mustang supposedly going to be tunable. Even though people say that it won't be, which, I don't know, it may not be. Who knows? I guess only time will tell. The car's not even out yet. So for people to be like, oh, it's not going to be tunable, I don't know. I don't work directly in the industry, so it's kind of hard to say. But from my point of view, I wouldn't just come out and say like, hey, it's not going to be tunable if you don't really know. I mean, nobody's really had the car yet, so we'll see what happens with it though. Kind of wanted to do. There's some things I'm going to kind of get into a little bit more next week. And that surprised people complain about crap. Yes, that they don't know about. That is true. Happens all the time. And yeah, happens. I mean, it does happen with almost every car. I would assume, I don't follow the Camaro and Challenger communities all that much, but I would say that they probably do the same type of things, but those cars really aren't going to be around as they are right now. They'll be different. The Mustang's pretty much the last one standing. So, buy a new phone case, pop socket, and a new screen protector. That's pretty cool. Graffiti themed. That's pretty cool, huh? I haven't seen what they look like, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Kind of sticking with the car stuff. A lot of news about. Initially, it wasn't. Tesla really wasn't involved in this, but then it came out that they were also having issues because of the extreme cold. People couldn't charge their electric cars. So once again, talking about electric cars and the negatives, which it seems like there's kind of piling up with the negatives on electric cars. It's not, you can't charge them when it's super cold. Initially it was like something like Charge America chargers or something, or Electrify America chargers. Some weird shit. They were not charging in cars. And then I saw a couple days after that, people were saying that they couldn't charge their Teslas. I don't know if this is with every electric car, but apparently with Teslas, it'll use a little bit of the energy from the battery to warm the battery up so that it then can be charged. Cool. Yeah, these things, some of those they're strong phones. Sometimes they even have cooler features than the flagship phones. So yeah, extreme cold, can't charge your car. That's always fun. It's just kind of like when it's too hot, you can't charge your car because of the the brownouts and stuff like that, and they're asking you to not charge your car. This is kind of, I don't know. I should do another full episode on EVs, but I don't really want to do that because I personally think they suck. February, that is one thing I'm gonna get more into next week is schedules and stuff, because IMSA already released their schedule. I'm assuming NASCAR did too. I haven't looked at it. It's usually February. End of February is when when Daytona is when that starts, which I do actually have something to talk about with NASCAR. So David Gilliland Racing is not a Ford team next year. They're in the truck series. They were the ones that fielded a truck for Hailie Deegan. They will now be going to Thor Sport, who was a Ford team back in a few years ago, and then they changed over to, I want to say Toyota, but I could be wrong. So now they're back being a Ford team and fielding a truck for Hailie Deegan. And I forget who the other driver is. Probably should look that up. But yeah, Ford gave them money to be a Ford team again. They needed a ride for her, but I think she'll be in the Xfinity series pretty soon. Yeah, Jeff Gordon. Yeah, not really. Was never really a Jeff Gordon fan. Basically, any guy who drives a Ford. Well, actually, speaking of the number 24, the Rolex 24 will be coming up end of January. IMSA released the TV schedule, and the Rolex 24 is coming up. So with the Rolex 24, technically the Roar before 24 is kind of like their practice qualifying session, but the 24-hour race, which I've been to a few times, is going to be the first race for the new GTP class, which is Grand Touring Prototypes. No, she's gone. She's been gone for years. She's an announcer now for IndyCar. More fireworks. The whatchamacallit? Yeah, the Rolex 24. So that's gonna be the first GTP race. There's gonna be a couple Cadillacs, one Acura, two BMWs. Damn it. this is also something I'm going to get more into next week. Let's see. I forget who all is going to be in it. I forgot to put it in my notes here. But speaking of, there's only going to be one Acura, and speaking of that one Acura, it would have been fielded by Wayne Taylor Racing, but they just announced a partnership with Andretti Autosport. So they're teaming up, and they'll kind of help Wayne Taylor Racing, I guess. From the article that I read, it seems like it might be a positive. It might be. And it might help them get a second car next year. Jesus, what in the fuck? Yeah, I have to change that. This is fucking stupid. These people are idiots. I'm not on the right screen to do that. Fuck me. Why won't it let me do anything on my own channel? Like, fuck off. Technically is, in a way. It is and it isn't. What in the hell, dude? Yeah, just ban it. There's a way to supposed to be a way to fucking delete the goddamn message. Like, what in the hell? I really don't know what's going on. This is like idiotic. Yeah, there's supposed to be a freaking way to delete the damn message. Yeah, it is what it is. He's on deleting or banning. Yeah, it's some stupid. These jackasses come up with bot stuff and they like, hey, fucking buy followers and this and that. It's like, no. I'm not fucking buying followers because it's fucking stupid. I don't think anybody is actually doing that. And if somebody is actually doing that, then it's just stupid. I don't know why you would. It's pointless. What else we got? What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, Andretti Autosport. Wayne Taylor Racing joining forces they want to field a second car. That might happen next year with this partnership. So we'll see what happens with the Acura, the only Acura team that's there actually. The one thing I thought was kind of crazy is that a couple of the Peugeot is not going to be the Rolex. Neither is the Glickenhaus team. Yeah, I usually do report them. I don't even know if anything happens. I think they just kind of delete the account. Probably gets deleted. I'm not sure how they work, but they're always some stupid, crazy name. Oh fuck! What was I throwing off there? Impeller airship. Yeah, Peugeot not going to be Rolex 24. Neither is Glickenhaus. I know it's going to be Cadillac, BMW, Acura. I believe the Porsches are going to be there also. But there are a couple of manufacturers that aren't going to be there. To me, I think that's kind of a stupid thing. If I had it, because that's like the first like big endurance race of the year. So you would think that, in my opinion, I would want to be there, because that's really how you're testing your car, is in a racing environment. Because then the World Endurance Championship starts up in March at Sebring, and that's a 12-hour race. And I know some of these teams have tested their cars and run them for 24 hours, but I mean, kind of just running it for 24 hours and actually running it in a race situation is, it's an entirely different environment. So I honestly think they should probably, a couple of the manufacturers should be there, a couple more of them. I know Lamborghini's not coming until 2024. I think Ferrari has their car ready to go for 2023, but they're only going to be World Endurance Championship. But there's a couple more things of that I'll get into a little further next week. Speaking of Andretti Autosport, Andretti just got I guess an investor, you could say, probably, into his racing team to spend it's a few $100 million to get into Formula One. Now, me personally, I'm not a huge Formula One fan. It is an insane amount of money that you gotta pay to get into Formula One. I don't see why. I mean, there is already one U.S. team with Haas. I mean, they're not the greatest. They're not really doing all that great, scoring points here and there, which is good. But now there's gonna be two U.S. teams. We'll see who does better, I guess. I don't know how long it's going to take Andretti to actually get into it, but definitely won't be for the 23 season. It'll be 2024, 2025, I would think. Would be when you would see them, because it's developing the car and everything. It takes forever for those F1 cars, with how technologically advanced they are and with the aerodynamics and everything else. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how that works out. We got the Nitro Rallycross event coming up. in a couple weeks. It's going to be a winter event, an ice, I guess mainly ice race from what I've seen. Is there going to be an ice jump and stuff like that? Will I be gaming? Yeah, I'll probably be playing something. I'm undecided. I am way behind Destiny 2, and there's some big things happening. But I'll probably end up playing WRC. It's fine. It is more than likely WRC. The last thing I want to talk about, a little bit of I'll get into the full lineups maybe next week a little bit, but there was a little bit of news with WRC and M Sport. Gus Greensmith, who I always found to be a little underwhelming, is not going to be at M Sport at all next season. He's going to be who knows where. I haven't seen any announcements about where he's going to be. I would think if he is going to be doing some rallying, it's probably going to be in a Rally 2 car. So right now, M Sports lineup is Oit Tanak, which is going to be, if he can have a great season and get used to the car pretty quickly. I know he's done some testing already, but if he can get settled in that car pretty quickly, he can give Kalle Rovanperä a pretty good race. I feel like if he has a good season and Kalle has a good season, which he probably will, because it seemed like he was a pretty he was kicking everybody's ass last year for the most part. Thierry Neuville has to have a bounce back season, but if he has a good season, there's 3 guys that will be fighting for the championship. I think at the end of the year, I think it's if they can all kind of have good seasons and not really have too many problems, this season's gonna be a close one, and it's gonna be fantastic. I think it's gonna be a really good season to watch. But his Oit Tanak's, well, at least one of his teammates right now, for sure, is Pierre-Louis Loubet, who I thought did pretty good. He had some pretty good runs. And, I mean, he performed pretty well. He wasn't in there full time. So this will be his first full-time season, but he wasn't in a Rally 1 car full-time last year. And he, a lot of the time, did better than, like, Gus Greensmith. And, I mean, Craig Breen had a rough season. He did better than him. So I think it's actually a pretty good thing. So it's starting to look kind of like a solid team. I wouldn't expect Pierre to win an event. He has stage wins. And I think his top finish was 4th, I believe. But I mean, if he can continue his upward trend in his performances and stuff, he did pretty well. So if he can continue to do pretty well, I think he'll be pretty solid. I think he'll be scoring points next year fairly regularly. So yeah, that's kind of it for the Untitled Car Show this week. So we're wrapping this up. Again, I'm gonna stop the stream, but I will start streaming again. Kind of just to split between the car show and the gaming, kind of keep them separate a little bit. That's all I want to talk about this week. Next week, I'm going to be getting into a couple more things, a couple schedules for some of the series. I'm going to be making a calendar for the different series and stuff and when their events are. Probably going to bed. All right, man. That's cool. It's fine. It's all good. All good. It is getting late. It's like 11:16. I'm hoping to go till midnight. But if you do go to bed, Happy New Year. I might possibly stream tomorrow night. If not, I will be streaming on Monday. But yeah, there's a couple scheduling things I want to get into next week. Kind of give some thoughts on the different WRC lineups, the entry list. The entry list for the Rolex 24. Kind of want to get into that a little bit. And I haven't checked out the TV schedule for IMSA yet this year, but they have released that. So yeah, a couple things to talk about next week to get into, and hopefully find some non-racing car news. I know there is a lot out there. Most of it's crazy. Most of what I read is racing related. But that's going to do it for the Untitled Car Show this week. I hope everybody has a great new year. I will catch you next week. And like I said, a couple minutes, I'll be back live in a couple minutes to do some gaming. So if you'd like to stick around, stick around. I hope you all enjoyed the show, and I will catch you on next week. Catch you next week on the Untitled Car Show. Have a good one.